A very beautiful day it is right here in the beautiful city of Oshogbo, Osun State. Thank you for joining us for Spring Trends right here on Western Spring Television. On Spring Trends, we speak to issues trending, especially on social media. What is trending, who is trending, where they are trending, and we get to take reactions. My name is Evelyn Ohiolei, welcoming you especially, and of course, Femi Ojo is right here. Welcome, Femi Ojo. How are you doing today?
Thank you. Very well. We are live. You know, when you wanted to call me, you said a very, the only thing that came to mind, I was thinking you are going to say a very dark man. Okay. But it's a very good morning. It's good.
Yeah.
Good to be here. Let's do this.
All right, let's do this. The very first story this morning is centered on the statement made by former President Olusegun Obasanjo, who was in the saddle, who saddled the responsibility of being the #1 man in the country from 1999 to 2007, until that time where he, handed over the baton to late Musa Yar'Adua. And, he made a statement recently about the administration of President Bola Tinubu, saying that the corruption in this particular administration is, it can be compared to, and he's made mention of the fact that under this administration, Nigeria is gradually becoming a failing state. Of course, you know that such statement will not go down without a reaction. We have the reaction from the presidency saying, blasting Mr. President, Mr. former president, I should say, and asking him to apologize to Nigerians, saying he lacks the moral rights to condemn this administration. Let's check the polls of people on social media, what they think about this. And this one is by Narrowscope. At Narrowscope says, if we should go deep into what Baba, that's former President Olusegun Obasanjo, Baba explicitly said, there are elements of fact in it. The majority of Nigerians devoid moral teachers and inculcate themselves with immoral principles that shaped up the type of character our leaders used to govern the system. And Austin Adzewi says, at least his government was far, far better than what we are experiencing now. I mean, Zewi thinks under the administration of President Olusegun Obasanjo, Nigeria was better than what it is now. And only truth will out. Says that at Onye Juta says, see the people talking about morality. Nothing Musa no go see forget. And Henry Moses says this government, instead of accepting constructive criticism from an elder statesman, they are here spitting jargons. Can that dispute the fact that Nigerians are not suffering? Their reforms is eating deeper and virtually threw every Nigerian into abject poverty. And Olashukwu Jake says, yeah, OBJ must apologize to Nigerians for getting us a debt relief. He must also apologize for bringing mobile telecoms to the country. I mean, this is sarcasm. Olashukwu Jake's trying to reel out what Obasanjo did during his administration. Femi, what do you think about this?
You know, say, Pikin wey no pass. In a class of 5, let's say the total mark obtainable is 100. Now, Pikin wey no pass, he can score 10. Others can score 9, 7, 5. Even Richard says, you know, pass. The people say, no be only me. Is that in that our class? Nobody pass.
Even the most intelligent failed.
Even our senior boy, I get passer.
There's a feeling when, the most intelligent in class failed that subject. You're like, thank God, this is not me.
If I boof ife, who I be? Just like say they carry your life for years, people go check outside.
Yeah.
Check what's the number and say, it's
thank
okay.
God, it's everybody.
So
yeah.
it's they are, in their response, I've seen some of the things they wrote. All of them, gun blazing everywhere. Sunday Dar is blazing. Byron Onuga is blazing. Everybody is blazing. Also, there is a command from a desk that they say, boys,
release the bazooka.
Ba, 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 ba. The thing is, where's the lie?
Yeah.
Obasanjo doesn't have the moral right, Abi. Also, you and Nanko. I saw a video yesterday of a grown man. That man should be in his 50s or something, shouting from a place of pain, saying 12 kg cylinder of gas is now 18,000 naira. That man was shouting. You could see the pains. And he was cursing and spitting. If that works, I don't know. But you could see the pain. So that man too, he doesn't have the moral right.
Yeah.
These are the things. The indices are there. You keep telling us skin will get better. Now, when we want to make yourself feel better, you say, okay, let's look at the past. Is the succeeding government. Now, I'm not even sure they can even talk about PDP 16 years again. It's no more popular. After PDP 16 years, they've had Buhari's 8 years.
8 years.
Even some persons, some of them will work with the same Buhari, they are throwing the same Buhari's government under the bus.
Yeah.
The thing is, it's not working. I don't know if they have good plans. That's what they say they have, but it's not showing. There is a light after the tunnel. What was that himself? Under the tunnel, at the end of the tunnel. Tunnel don't crash. NEPA transformer don't blow. Everywhere.
Literally. The national
literally transformer in all this area. It don't blow. Everybody is just, you know. These are the issues. So Obasanjo doesn't have the moral right. Yeah. We agree. So what about the things that he talked about?
Yeah.
Can you please say, work?
Speak to the issue.
Now, he doesn't have it. We agree. He wanted to do turn time. We agree. He collect debt. We agree. I saw one of their response. They said he set up a bad economy, whatever, so for succeeding government. I said these ones are looking for who to call along so that they will fight their battle. Yeah, Obasanjo, don't talk again. It's okay. So we wait there here now. This is not 1999. Now that they have been speaking on the matter, if anybody will come up now, your voice is too loud, they will come back at the person and say it's opposition. They will go and look at your CV.
Yeah.
One day that you like something that maybe you like or just like somebody that is of the opposition, say they will screenshot it and say, who's Evelyn Ohiolei? Now opposition he be. And it doesn't work. And this card is not new. That's what they used to do. Jonathan government did the same. Yeah. At the time, some of the handlers of Jonathan, when Baba tore his PDP card, they said he only has 1 vote. At the end of the day, days before the election, they saw that things were not working. And treaties were made to the same OBJ by the Jonathan's government. Fayose said, I told them, if Baba starts with you, they forgive. Once you pick up that quarrel, they fight, they go. No, we are not saying, that's why I say, forget the man.
Politics aside.
Yeah, forget the man. He doesn't have the moral. We agree. Yeah. We will not be Baba Basanjonko. Sure, we cannot see. Like 6 years ago, and I have reason why I'm saying this, a liter of oil was 450. Sachet of oil of a particular product. Now is around, it should be around 3,002. Okay, it doesn't just turn like that over. What about a year ago? How much did they buy Congo of rice?
Yeah. Yeah.
They will say, oh, we were living fake life. The handler say, that time we were living fake life. This is the real life. That real life, it doesn't have. Do you know my issue with all of these things? That real life will never affect the ruling class. It's the people that they are telling to tie bets. Bets we know they. People don't boil the bet shop because na pomo. That's where we are right now. They say tie your bet. People we don't naked. Where they want type am. It's like they are living in a bubble. Like they are disconnected. Recently, as a roundup on this one, president's wife, the Emioga, went somewhere and say his clothes that will give us unity. They brought Ashwebi. From October 1, they brought that clothes that they wore. Where is the unity now? Mama organized something. They even paid her. It's a garden.
The national anthem, the change of the national anthem, what has it done?
Say, people say, a person when they sleep, they wake. If you close her, you say you they sleep. By the time they touch you, say no be wake, you wake.
Yeah.
That's all.
All right, we just hope that things would get better. Really, that's what Nigerians just want at this time. A lot of things are happening and people are really, really not finding it rosy at this time. People just want food, clothing, and shelter, basics of life. People do not really want to live extravagant. I mean, people just want to have something to eat.
The Baba said that the poor should breathe. Don't cost now.
Let's move on to our next stories this morning. And we have this report saying that Nigeria to begin local manufacturing of vehicle spare parts. This is according to the National Automotive Design and Development Council, NADDC. And this is a good call, if you ask me. We start to manufacture vehicle spare parts locally. By the way, this is not new to Nigeria. There was a time Nigeria had industry. You know about the Michelin and all of that. We had industry that were producing the spare parts in Nigeria. All of a sudden, we didn't know what happened. Now we are announcing as though it's a new thing to Nigeria.
We knew what happened though. Power got bad and everybody moved. That's what happened.
And is the power better now?
Is it?
Is the power better
All
now?
power belongs to God.
So the federal government, through the National Automotive Design and Development Council, NADDC, has unveiled plans to commence the manufacturing of 10 essential vehicle spare parts. This initiative aims to establish the necessary infrastructure and frameworks to bolster Nigeria's automotive industry. The NADDC Director General Joseph Osanipme, represented by the Director of Research, Design and Development, Fidelis Achieve, disclosed this during the closing ceremony of a 2-week training program in Abuja. Let's take reactions. Aladdin says they said imported fuel is cheaper than locally produced one. Now spare parts go con cheap. Besides, is Ajaokuta steel mills now functioning? These are some of the industry that have gone moribund. And Peter Polly says this stuff has been produced locally for long, Seth. It's not new, although the ones being produced already are not standard. Cruz at real_Latif says to begin. So what was NADDC doing all these years? I bet they just create them. And Taylor Mbeke says, with a country of over 200 million people, shocking that we aren't doing this already. And Ismail says, they play. How many times? They play. How many times they won't promise same promise? And this actually brings me to the last administration of Hadi Sirika, who said by the end of 2023, Nigeria will start producing its own airplane. Airplane spare parts. Oh, was it airplane? And this is the end of 2024. Even the tire of plane.
Are you talking about power? The only power that I know is Walaola, Walakwata. I only go get her.
It's funny and it's not funny. Because if Nigeria, the giant of Africa, we announcing this and it seems like a big deal that we'll start producing spare parts
the waiting of Africa.
The giant.
Now waiting they tell you. I mean, now waiting you read.
I mean, this should not be something we should celebrate. This should be something that is supposed to be a part of us already. If we've had companies like, you know, Michelin, Dunlop, the Ajaokuta and all of that.
Bata.
Now they are gone, some moribund, and now they are telling, is it that they are trying to talk to the Gen Z or Gen Alpha who doesn't really know that, who does not know that we've had stuff like this before.
The issue that people have is that use of language to begin. It's not just begin, maybe to resuscitate that industry. But then, I don't know, maybe there is a WhatsApp group in which these people are connected that they will just tell people, oh, what can we say today? Oh, we'll start begin. I mean, we begin to produce this stuff.
Set to do this.
Okay. Hey, hello, what can you do in your hand? CS section, it will be free. For hospital, we don't get light. What can you do here? It's a shame.
Yeah.
If you can take it back to that, the story, those stuff that were, the pictures that were there, what's inside tire when Nigeria no fit do? Tire. I say all these things now. Hydraulics, you know, hydraulics and some of these things. These things are normal. We've had it before or something close to it. But, you know, bad management of economy is what caused all of these things. Power, especially power. I remember a former governor, two-time governor, who had this big portfolio, you know, in the way he talks, was talking before his government took over and said a serious government will fix power in 6 months. You know what I'm talking about?
Yes.
He's his son.
Yeah. Just say his name.
He's a member of the ruling class.
Say his name with your full
With this age and marital status of mine, I'm not becoming an elder, small. I can't be talking with my full, but I can't talk with my full chest. But Batunde Raji Fashion, I said it, you know, at the stakeholders program, just before the APC came, I said, a serious government, you know, a serious government for grabs. Why am I sounding like Lege Miami on this particular thing? This is where we are right now.
Yeah.
He spent 8 years in that government. He was given power and the works. At the time power was taken, I mean, works and housing or something. And then the government in which he served, I'm not sure did well at all to add anything significant to the national grid. We are talking about to begin. How do they begin? Even the company that are existing now, some of them are just, they are choked.
Yeah.
In this our area, we keep saying it now, almost 90% of these axes, we don't have power because something has boom, boom, boom. The electricity distribution companies that are supposed to take charge, people will tell you, you will take. If actually you are waiting for them. And constitutionally, is their work, is their function. Now, very soon, people will start, the community, because they want to help themselves,
you have to contribute.
Going around, you know, to tax the people to pay. And after they've fixed it, this distribution company will come back
and so
to say you must pay for power. This is the kind of things we are saying. Can we? Yes, we can. I'm sure if somebody in a very good technical school, some of these phones, where would they buy? Are they not products of some low-skilled person somewhere that has a very good, you know, platform in which they can function? What's inside a tire that Nigeria cannot do? And some of these things, hydraulic gates and these tools that are there, you know, these are the things now. But it's good to talk. But walk the talk. That is it. A nation that has a what is it called? National grid on ICU, collapsing every now and then want to produce. Well, how would they do the production? Can we? We can. We should. 64-year-old country. Abba. But we don't get shame. We don't get shame. See shame. See Nigeria. Opposite side. The leaders. I'm not talking about my country. I'm talking about the leaders that are there right now. Somebody will buy Maybach finish. He will go and buy PJ. All of a sudden, he's now reducing the size of cabinet. He's telling people not to buy anything. But he's now in Brazil. And it's not just only him. Some of those governors that they are giving people empowerment all over. It's okay. When we are ready, we will do what we are supposed to do.
All right. I mean, that was... Femi released his bazooka this morning.
No, we don't get shame, Nina. This is a 4-year-old country. No fit do tire. We big. You now look like an achievement.
We move on to our next and final story this morning that would be introduced with a video. Nigerians in diaspora are urging President Bola Ahmed Tinubu to intervene and reinstate the 2006 gazetted alignment, which has been altered by the Federal Ministry of Works in the investment estate located at Shinage 16 to 18. And they say that restoring this alignment is crucial to safeguarding their $250 million foreign direct investment and will reaffirm their confidence in his administration. Let's take this video. We'll come back to take reactions.
My name is Engineer Femi Adekoya. I'm a stakeholder and partner with Wayne Homes Real Estate. The action of the Minister of Works, Engineer David Umai, has undermined and negated the importance of the environmental impact and social assessment of the diverted alignment of chainage 17 to 18 of the Okwaja axis, away from the original gazetted alignment of 2006 of the then former Lagos State Governor, now the President of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, in person of President Asiwaju Bola Ahmed Tinubu. In view of the technical aspect of the EIA and ESA, the engineering aspect of the EIA was not properly conducted, thereby resulting to inadequate environmental impact assessment. The sudden diversion of the road alignment around Okwaja grossly violated.
All right, you know, we could just take part of that video, but then this is speaking to Nigerians in diaspora who are bringing back investment into the country. As a country, we should actually ensure that we have laws and you know, we make the country conducive enough for those outside of the country to send back money into the country, have investment, their investment here. You know, not you making up, taking up projects, making up laws, or continuing laws that will continue to frustrate their efforts in returning back to the country to invest. You know, some people might even have to go to other African countries. They will tell you, if that country is welcoming enough, then I'd rather go to other countries that are welcoming. I'd rather go to Ghana take my investment to Ghana. Ghana is close enough to Nigeria.
Or put their funds where they are.
Exactly.
And many of them will not have the plans of returning home again.
Exactly. Let's just take reactions. Zimbe says the 2006 Coastal Road alignment was set aside almost 20 years ago by the now president when he was governor of Lagos State. What's the point of keeping something for almost 20 years only to divert from it? It makes no sense. The honorable minister should stick to the original Coastal Road alignment. That's all they are asking. And Big Uju Posh says the truth is that after all the grammar, they do not care. People will come with ideas and money abroad to invest in Nigeria. What do they get in return? Frustrations. And Ungo Zimbi saying, again I ask, how is a coastal road rerouted to pass through residential and commercial areas within town? The idea of a coastal road is a road along the coast. It defeats the entire purpose if a coastal road is not along the coast. Take the coastal road back to the original alignment. Simple. And Ololade Akinola says, people also complain about the original plan of the coastal road. Now it is realigned. Affected people also complain. It's not easy to see one's property being destroyed, and I feel everyone's pain. The truth is, no matter how they want to do the coastal road, people will be affected. Your thoughts very quickly, Femi.
I think whatever needs to be done needs to be done. If there is need to go and revisit that gazetted stuff, they need to do that, the setting aside, and all of these, building and, contractual jargons, they just need to do that. And the minister, government is a continuum, should be forthcoming. It should be approachable enough, and people working with him. Because sometimes it's not just about the principal. It's about other persons. There are some persons that are overzealous. Yeah. They just want to do like they are working and they are giving their boss to show, oh, no, you can't see him. No, you can't do that. No. So we should have a sit down. And now that this man has reached this particular point, maybe at a stakeholders meeting, it should be revisited, whatever needs to be done. The thing is, we only hope.
No, it's actually not this man alone. It's like a community.
I know, like investors, right? Yes. Who came to invest in a particular thing. And now whatever is happening is affecting them. And 20 years down the line, or almost 20 years, this is still being talked about. Is because something has not gone the way it was planned. Yeah. That's what I'm saying. So everybody needs to talk on this matter. But the point I'm trying to make is this: we only hope these things doesn't affect us. If there will be civilization, if there will be construction, if there will be infrastructure, some things might have to give. We only hope it doesn't come to our end. But if actually it does affect people, there are plans, there are payments, compensation that should be made, and it should not look like witch hunting. Where people will not have it was the example of a woman we took last week or last 2 weeks, where he said, I begged you that you should not touch this particular thing. That's the only property remaining that my husband left for me. You have, the project has affected an estate or two, but you touched it and you rerouted your way around another person's, residence because the person is a politician. We will not have this. If this thing will affect me, then it should affect that person too, not because I'm a bad belly, the way we say it there, but if they get the inkling that because this person is part of the high and mighty, leave his own property and you can destroy others, people will not have it, because these are some of the issues as well. The work of the works minister is not an easy one, especially when you want to embark on a project, but let them feel you cater and you care for them, and whatever compensation they are going to be paying, let it be fast, let it show care. And I think that's the way it works, really. But for people to work in the snow, in the rain, in the cold, and bring the money home for investment, and they are being frustrated, nobody will do that. Not just that they won't have it. If any of their friends will tell you, oh, I want to take this also amount of money, they will tell the person, Oga, it better make you chop your money because you'll be frustrated. And what happens to FDI? What happens to diaspora remittances? These are the issues.
All right, these are the issues, and that's where we draw the curtains for the show this morning. Thank you for joining us and being a part of our world. Thanks so much, Femi Ojo, for your analysis this morning. We'll make a return tomorrow for the midweek installment of Spring Trends. Until then, Ensure to have a good and fruitful day. My name is Evelyn Ohiolei.